Right, here we are again. We're doing a diverse world this time, so not a Totten map. So I'm just going to create a challenge here. Okay, let's copy the challenge, paste it, check we're filming, all okay. Lower this very slightly. Alright, lads, here we are. A diverse world, same rules, 2 minutes, no moving. You can scroll and you can pan around as well, but no moving about. So should be really challenging, this one. The scores much better reflect, if you've not really played GeoGuessr much before. Obviously with the Totten map you had to get really close to get any sort of points because the map was small. On a diverse world I can still get a couple of thousand points if I'm within a few hundred miles. So even if I got a New Zealand one earlier, for example, I got one in Australia and I guessed it in New Zealand, I still got 1,000 something points or something. So yeah, it's a bit more forgiving. But obviously you're doing the whole world map, so let's see how we get on. Alright. Bollocks. Okay. These are the worst ones possible. A road in the middle of nowhere, featureless. Now, those trees for me, without being someone who knows a lot about trees, they say we're in South Africa. We're very flat. We're driving on, well, we don't know what way we're driving. So not sure about that. Sun's not clear. We've got very few clues to go off here. Very little. You know, without those trees, really, we could be anywhere. Haystacks there, that's not something you expect to see, certainly here. You know, with those trees weren't there, I'd say America. But because they are, I'm going Western Cape. Now we've got a fairly north to south long straight road here. So 38 seconds left. We're looking at straight terrain. But I want Wine County somewhere. Running out of time a little bit. And really not sure that I'm even vaguely right today. But let's go here. Let's say we're on Route 12. Between Cape Town and Port Elizabeth. I mean, this could be completely wrong. We might be in Australia. We could even be in America. I'm not sure. But the trees wouldn't say so. We're in Australia. Yeah. I mean, 22 points is a dismal start. Frankly, some of you probably would have seen that and gone Australia straight away. Something about it for me said South Africa. The trees, more than anything. I guess there's something in my mind that associates those trees with South Africa. So, yeah, roads obviously much straighter here in Australia. So, yeah. A lesson learned, I suppose. Don't count it out. You don't have a lot of time though on this this sort of way of playing. So it would have been difficult to get. If Lamper plays, you know, bit of an advantage there, mate. Don't think or know if you got to Melbourne in the end, but not that far away. So hope you got that one, mate. Me, not so much. Right, next round. Dismal start. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. This time we can see we're driving on the left. Unfortunately, again, I don't remember what that means. The sun is... Would you say that's in the north? I would say that's in the north. Okay. It's the southern hemisphere. That helps a little bit. That helps a little bit. Assuming I've got that right. It's a big assumption to make. I think we're back in Australia. But northern. Australia. Sorry, maybe Eastern? Yeah. Yeah, that's probably right. Again, we've got a long straight road here. Not a lot of movement going on, but we're looking slight bend on it, like this one, like the M1 here. We've got no mountains around though, so it's not there. So there's no Keels Mountain. But if we go up to North Arm here and the Bruce Highway, I think we could well be somewhere just off here. Let's say we're here. Let's say we're here on the Bruce Highway. Again, could be absolutely miles off. Well, we've got a bit of time. There's a road coming off here. We're not on a highway for one. We're not on this road, so that doesn't help. Okay, back out. What about here? It's not a highway, is it? This is specifically not a highway. I've absolutely fucked this, haven't I? Let's go there quickly. No, we're back in Melbourne. Would you believe? See, that is so close to where we were a minute ago, and yet looked entirely different. That's a really difficult first 2 rounds. At least I got the country right this time. But wow, I couldn't be much further off. I can't believe that was so close to the first one. Maybe some of you got that. Fair play if you did. For me, that looked like 2 completely different places. But okay, let's move on. Annoyed that we got Melbourne twice in a row. But you sort of don't expect that once you've had it once. But here we are. Okay. Oh, can I read that? Not really. There's some. It's not. That's in sort of English or a Roman language, I should say. So that's interesting. That's not necessarily the way I was going to go with this. What does that leave us with? Oh, that's an EU number plate. Okay. Right. Okay. Southern Europe, I guess, with the way this looks. I mean, I would have said Greece, but that would be in Greek. I mean, that's Smetas or something. Maybe we're in Greece. Yeah. Do we want to say Greece? There's a sign there. I couldn't read what that says. Let's say we're in Greece. Okay. And we're on a road. We're outside of a city. I would say not Athens, because we're not looking at high rises, but we're fairly close to some kind of city. Maybe that's, say, Kalamata. Right, so if there's a road east to west somewhere on the outskirts of that, could be near the airport. I wouldn't say we were, but we could be. We're on a road right into a town or a city. Maybe that's a bit rich. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking we're in the first place, I guess. Tripoli, this could work. Yeah, let's say we're on our way into Tripoli on that road there. Again, such confidence that we're in Greece at all. When we're not, we're in Turkey. Again, second thought was Turkey, but that EU number plate threw me right off. If that was an EU number plate, I'm pretty sure it was. But that's thrown me off the scent a little bit there, along with the more Roman style characters. Now I know Turkey has those as well, but for some reason I just kind of I considered that more Greece, more Latin, I should say, rather than Roman. Sorry, more Latin style characters. But okay, yeah. Again, it's not the furthest away it could have been. We're only one country away. 2,765 points. So it could have been worse. Let's move on next round. On round 4. And I've got another Scheiter. Mason, okay, that really helps. We're clearly in France, or at least a French-speaking country. Could we be in Quebec? Yes. but it's probably France. It's unlikely to be any other place in the French-speaking world. But absolutely, we could be in Quebec. There's not really any great sign that we are. I'm going to say we're in France, but where we are in France again, I'm not sure. Just because we're in a kind of crop-growing region that I always think of southwest France, southeast France, I should say. But southwest, actually, maybe. Bordeaux, known as a wine-growing region as well. Maybe we're going to be in here somewhere. Maybe we are in outside of Belhard. No, it's too much of a sub-road, this. So maybe we're in Vaurochet. Is there a point? Oh, it's that way. Okay, so hang on. It's more like that. That behind. Turn off that way, maybe. It's a bit too urban, I'd say. So maybe down here. Or down here. Again, I'm kind of being very exact when I really couldn't tell you that we're even in the right part. That's probably a national park in France, and we're probably nowhere near. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good, I would say. Bordeaux region. Oh, it's launched Google Maps, sorry, clicked that by mistake. Bordeaux region of France. I'll take that, frankly. Yes, we're the wrong side of it, but 4,610 points, 94 miles away. So actually, good result that, I would say. Puts me in a slightly better place given that first score was so bad. So here we go, final round. Quite decisive for me here with that poor first round. We've got to hope that this one's better now. Straight away, that helps. If I can identify these characters, they look Japanese to me, and the signage looks Japanese. Yeah, there is some curliness to it. Could be Taiwanese. And I mean that looks definitely Japanese to me. And the buildings, you would say, reminiscent of small town Japan. Let's zoom in a bit to the map. We're in a mountainous region. There's a few of those in Japan, I think, but we're probably looking northern Japan, I would say, just from the way things appear. Possibly somewhere in Hokkaido, just because I know that's a very old part of Japan, very mountainous. So we want to find a small town, perhaps, in Hokkaido, somewhere quite remote. Possibly Kitano. No, there's an amusement park there. That kind of puts me off a bit. I want to say we're somewhere much quieter. Maybe there's somewhere up here. I don't think we're on the coast. Not really any great reason for that, but we're definitely near some hills and mountains, so we're on a hilly part ourselves. So maybe Koshimitsu. Maybe there's an old part here, and we're kind of don't have much time here, so I'm going to have to go. I'm slightly uncomfortable with this. That's not right, but here maybe. Okay. Well, it was in the extremes of Japan. That much is true, but the very south of Japan rather than the very north. So, yeah, okay, got that very wrong. But, I mean, at least I identified the characters and got Japan. I mean, it could have been much more embarrassing if it was China and miles out. So, 2,000 points, I'll kind of take that. It's not great. That number 2, or was it number 1? number 1 and number 2, in fact, stitched me up quite a bit there. Number 1 in particular, going South Africa instead of Australia, was a risk. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed that a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed playing it yourselves. Probably got a better score than me on that one. Not great for me. So yeah, I'll send over the link to you guys. Give it a go. Enjoy.